Hello, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, and welcome to episode 17 of our wax roast. Now, if you're wondering what this is, if you've never seen one before, anyone who puts anything out there on the internet, they open themselves up to all kinds of comments from people they don't know, people they don't care about, and some of them are, let's just say, not the nicest things to say in the world. Most are lovely, 99.9% of them are absolutely lovely. But a lot of them are, what should we call them? Keyboard warriors, armchair experts, whatever you want to call them. In fact, I've got a list of things that I'm going to call them in a minute. And this is my response to those comments. I really don't care, is the long and short of it. But it gives me a bit of entertainment. And I know it gives you a bit of entertainment watching the responses. So let's get on with the first one. And the first one is from Adam. Thanks for this, Adam. By the way, I must point out, it really helps out the channel if you leave any comments, or you're actually doing me a favour here. Thanks for that. Dude, I hate when people call me dude. Are you like 14 or something? Get a grip. Dude, your commentary is so boring, I can't watch it. Jesus, get to the damn point. I'm out. Bye. See you later. Ta-da. You absolute plonker. Yeah, I have got this list here. What we're going to call them. I've put together a list. I did it in the last roast video. A list of typically Northern English sayings. So what are we going to call Adam? Adam is a mardy bum. So thanks for that, Adam. It's boring. I might be a few things boring, but I don't know. It's all a matter of opinion. This one isn't a roast. There's a few of these that are just, when someone sets you up and you think, oh, I just can't ignore that. I can't let that pass. Now this one is from Myrna, I think. Thanks for this, Myrna. Now this was in response in one video. I don't know how this came about, but I ended up doing a Yoda impression. And she said, I'm a Star Wars fan. That was fantastic. So I thought, may the forceps be with you. Or should I do it again? Or as Yoda would say, be with you. May the forceps. Sorry. I promise I'm not going to do it again. Second and final time. Now this one from Shiny Sparkly Lights. Now this does happen quite a lot. She pointed out that I'm getting an advert for a reusable cotton swab right before I had a patient with a cotton bud in there right before Buddy. I have no control over which adverts go into these procedures. Most of them will be a lot of stuff that I don't recommend. So you heard it here first. Don't buy them. But yeah, the odd advert pays the bills. So I can't knock them too much. If they want to put adverts in it, then good luck to you. Here's another one. I'm getting a lot of comments. This is from the same video. And I think I called it toughest ever removal. And there's a lot of comments saying, oh, you took way too long on that. Why didn't you get the forceps out? The reason why is because it was a really thick black dead skin that was stuck to someone's eardrum, which I hate pulling off with a pair of forceps. But F. White Hawk thinks that I should have done. Richard, they have a tool available called forceps. Why do you refuse to use them? I don't refuse to use them. I use them in the right situation, and the one you're referring to was not the right situation. If you're an expert, which I doubt you are, then you would have known that. Now, people are already spotting these and pointing them out to me. So Kate said, you're right, Kate, yes, fodder for an upcoming roast. Joyce agreed, yep. But what I really wanted to know was, I just want to know what this comment said before it was edited. Because you can see above his comment, you have a bracket when someone thinks, well, write something, but oh no, I better quickly change that. You get in brackets, edited. What did you say first? What's the first thing that came into your mind? Or maybe it was just your spelling that you had to correct. Not that any of them are complicated words. What are you? You're a wazzock. Here's another one from the same video. It's Juan. I've noticed that you're very fond of using the quote-unquote vacuum tube tool. My question is, have you ever thought of learning to use... Yes, I have. Learning to use any other tools such as the brackets forceps, aka alligator clips, aka pliers. I don't call them pliers. These tools would have worked well for removing the earwax at 40 minutes and 13 seconds. It's very precise advice, that one. Thank you very much for that. Not a lot you can say to that. response is just, oh God. I was getting bored at this point and getting the same comments to the same video. So what are you? You're a dingbat. Feel free to use some of these insults. None of them are horrendous insults. They're all quite playful. There's a lot more that I could choose, but I'm choosing not to. I probably should use them for this lady here, Brenda. Thanks for this, Brenda. Now, Brenda, being the very smart, intelligent, and incredibly eloquent person that she is, just thought to write, useless video. That's it. So I thought, yeah, it's one of them. Kill her with kindness. Thanks for the kind comment, Brenda. Really helps the channel out. Really helps the algorithm. So I really appreciate your comment, Brenda. Thank you very much for that. But then another follower, I can't quite make out the name, I can't even say that, has replied to Brenda also saying, they say fungi has a rudimentary intelligence, and I think we have evidence here that this lady's infection has escaped, created a YouTube account and post daft comments on these videos. Thanks for that. So yeah, if you guys want to, feel free to start roasting in the comments as well and see if you can make it onto one of these videos. Pauline got quite bored by this one. Speed it up. There's a button at the top that says like 2 times, 10 times. Speed it up. Slow as asterisk, 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 asterisk. Oh, and that's a lot of thumbs down. Imagine watching something and think, oh, I'm going to have to tell them I really don't like that. Who does that? No one does that in real life. Well, not many people anyway. So I wonder what the word was that she was not brave enough to say out loud. So by that, you mean bolt, don't you? That was actually quite a quick procedure, that one as well. Right, now this one. There's thanks for this, Sarah Donnelly, 534. I hope you're a bit more pleasant than the other 533 Sarah Donnellys. I very much doubt it, though, because some people just go a bit too far. Do you know what I mean? She needs to get a grip, this one. Get a grip, get a life. Toughest ever. You do this on purpose for money and entertainment, and it's sad that your followers don't see it as such. You use the suction way too much, and most times it isn't even working or needed, but you won't use something else to make the procedure go faster. If I were that patient, I wouldn't want a doctor or a nurse spending half an hour working in my ear when others can do it comfortably for half of the time. By others, I'm guessing that's not you, Sarah. What's wrong with your life that you need to get so mad about somebody you don't know who puts a video out there and you just lose your shit over it? I'm sorry, I'm going to have to put that word in there. Just get a grip. Get a grip. Have a long hard look at yourself in the mirror and think, oh, do you know what? Maybe I shouldn't say that. But she did. And she went on as well. Now, I thought I'm not going to roast her. I'm just going to point out what you're doing. Wow, you're completely deluded. You are deluded, Sarah. For a start, you can't make much money from earwax videos. I've said that many times before. You really can't. If I was interested in making a load of money from YouTube or any other platform, I would not post earwax videos. I'd do something else. And secondly, to suggest I do this for entertainment is completely disrespectful. Do you genuinely believe I'd put patients at risk for your pleasure? Thirdly, there's a motto in life, and I suggest you maybe write this down. Write it down on the back of your hand, and before you think of opening your gob, have a look at it. If you haven't got anything nice to say, then don't say anything at all. Hashtag be kind. Because some people, say you choose to put that on someone else's channel, stuff like that, it might really affect them. It doesn't affect me. I don't give a toss. But it might really affect some people. But she went on, she added another comment on the same video. And I think Dave said it better when he put his comment at the end of this one. So Sarah goes on to say, there are plenty of other doctors who do this that not only take nearly as long as he does, but also make sure that the patient is comfortable. I take my time to make sure the patient is comfortable. That's the point, taking longer and not rushing it. This man is purposely taking his time just for entertainment purposes. Like what the commenter said, this guy is clearly using the suction at times when it wasn't working, should have been used and should have used something else instead. But also, the longer any sort of procedure takes, that just means that he gets paid more. No, it doesn't, Sarah. So it's not about the patient's comfort, is it not? It's about entertainment and money. And I noticed this after only watching one of his other videos. Open your eyes. Wow. Sarah, just come here. Listen carefully. Do one, will you? What are you? I'm going to give you a couple from here. Dingbat. No, I've already used dingbat. You're a pudding, a dipstick, a numpty, and a divvy. It's what you are. And I think Dave agrees, because Dave just said, good grief. Get a life. True Patriot 81 enjoys part of what I do. These videos would be worth watching if there wasn't any narration. Still watched it though, didn't you? Turn the sound down. Gee whiz. What are you? A bell end. Yeah, one of my favourite ones. You're definitely a bell end. Right then, it wasn't a roast, but I think there was a typo in this one. Skull Sister said, I have to say, Nurse Richard, after watching some of the others, your handiwork, brackets Audi work, and skills are amazing. In complete contrast to what Sarah thinks. You are an absolute hoover as you peel the debris away from the eardrum and camel. Don't you hate it when autocorrect does this? I'm assuming she meant to put camel. There's a few times that autocorrect really got me in trouble as well. Once because, you remember when you had old phones? I'm talking about the ones that before smartphones. And I was asking somebody once about delivering some coal, because a friend of mine had a coal fire. Anyway, it might still work this. If you type coal into those old phones, one of the other things that came up was anus. Was the first thing that came up. I don't know. So I did ask a coal man to deliver me some anus a few years back. But yeah, I wasn't peeling anything from a camel, so I thought I must just point out that no camels were harmed in the making of this video. And then it came to me, and then I thought I must even point out, not even the toes. I can't. Now this goes to show that you can't please everybody. It's funny that you can get two comments that are so contrasting. You know, in those other videos, that there's the nasty comments are in. Oh, that was amazing. Really enjoyed that. Fantastic. So skilled. Then comment underneath it. Oh, you're absolute rubbish at this. Make minds up. Barb says, I can't understand a word this man says. Good thing there is a mute button. I'm glad you found it. Can you show everybody else who doesn't like it? I can enjoy the video without trying to figure out what he is saying. And in the same video, I love your accent. You can't please all of the people all of the time, can you? Now this one I don't think is even brave enough to leave the profile picture or a name in. Maybe they've unsubscribed. I've not blocked them. I've never blocked anybody. It just said, you talk too much. It'd be a bit boring if I just sat there like this, wouldn't it? I've got to say something. But whoever you are, you only commented once, but that was also too much. What are you? Cockwomble. Like that one. You're a cockwomble. Rod has appeared in these before. Rod really gets annoyed. Dead easy. I don't know why he watches them. Why would you watch something that bugs you so much? He says, very boring, but I'm happy you got it out. Goes on to say, I've been watching these videos for 5 years and this video does not seem like a hard extraction. Have you tried it yourself? No, I didn't think so. I don't like when suction is used over and over and it's not working. I don't understand why you move, why you don't move. Do you use your other two? It makes no sense, Rod. Or am I just not reading it right? Maybe have some grammar lessons. I don't like when suction is used over and over and it's not working. I don't understand why you move, why you don't move. No, it doesn't make sense. Why don't you use other tools is the long and short of it. I'm not sure I'd watch something for 5 years if it caused me so much stress. Why'd you bother? Why'd you bother, Rod? Because you leave loads of comments in these. Ooh, didn't like that. Ooh, didn't love. Again, thanks for helping the channel out. I really appreciate it. What are you? Have I got many left here? Numpty. You're a numpty. Or a wazzock. I haven't had wazzock yet. Or tosspot. Take all of them. Take your pick. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. It won't be long before there's another one, because as the channel grows, I get more and more of these. It gives me more fodder, more ammunition for doing these. And if you're offended by it, well, what are you going to do? Really not bothered. I'm not bothered. And as ever, as long as there are idiots in the world, there will always be wax roast. So come and join me for the next one. But for now, take care of yourself, and I'll see you soon. Ta-da.